King's Quest III, released in 1986, marks something of an evolution in the series. The AGI system has been upgraded yet again to allow much more detail in the game world, more animation, more complex game elements, and of course, the most impossible, nail-your-ass-to-the-wall, aneurysm-inducing, bowel-twisting, sphincter-pursing puzzles ever devised by humankind. You need to be precise to the point of the game feeling more like work than fun. You're under tight time constrictions and close scrutiny. You'll have to follow the game manual to the letter to survive, so if you lose it, you're stuffed. Your movements must be planned, intelligent, and precise. It also has its share of controversy. You don't play as King Graham, nor do you play as Queen Valenice as the fans were expecting. No, instead the story revolves around a young slave boy named Gwydion.
It's Gwydion. How can you forget a name like Gwydion?
I knew the name, I just couldn't pronounce it. Look, I know King's Quest III is your favorite...
My absolute favoriteest game of all time.
Yeah, it's your favorite game of all time. Would you please leave the special to me?
Okay, but only if you can prove yourself knowledgeable enough to do this solo. What's the name of the wizard that Gwydion is a slave to?
Manannan.
Ah, excellent, excellent. And what's the name of the realm you live in?
Oh, hang on, it's not Daventry, it's...
Ludor.
Ludor. I knew that one. Ludor. Fine. Alright, you can stay as my encyclopedic fonts of King's Quest knowledge, but tell me, do you really know everything about this game?
Test me.
Oh, it's on. I made flashcards. What age is Gwydion?
He's 17. On his 18th birthday, Manannan will kill him, and that's why time is of the essence.
Manannan's magic book has a title. What was the title?
The Sorcery of Old.
You win!
Woohoo!
So our story begins, as we've just learned, on the eve of Gwydion's 18th birthday, and is a lifelong slave to an evil wizard. Not only is the wizard making you miserable and planning to kill you for your birthday present, he is apparently the oppressor of the entire land. You think just hightailing it out of that house and catching the first boat out of town would be the most logical course of action, but Manannan sees all and will not think twice to murder you for your treachery. Your aim is to lull the wizard into a false sense of security as you quietly plan his demise, thus saving your own skin, and don't expect the game to hold your hand for this. You are utterly on your own for this, and it's up to you entirely to discover how to do this. Many of the answers you need are in the tome of a manual that was packaged with the game, but even that is no guarantee of figuring this out. While the wizard is around the house, he will constantly pop into the room and keep a close eye on you, and if you have anything he might think makes you a threat to him, or thinks you've been shirking your chores, prepare for punishment. There's no great way to figure out what's safe to be caught carrying and what isn't. I mean, his stolen property, sure, I can understand that, but he busted me for cleaning up the tower and picking up a dead fly off the ground, and he accused me of witchcraft and burned me at the stake. Eventually, Manannan will tire of stalking you and take a trip off somewhere, leaving you to your own devices, and this is your only window of opportunity to get your plan moving. This is what makes the game such a nerve-wracking experience, and it's brilliant in its execution. You're living under constant fear that the wizard may return at any moment, and you're really sweating and taking full advantage of every second you have to venture out of the house and collect the reagents of your revenge.
It's actually on a timer. He'll return in 15 minutes.
Oh, well, way to suck the tension out of it.
You've also got to be really careful, because Manannan will only leave the house 3 times. After that, you're kind of boned. He won't go anywhere after that, and it's only a matter of time before you get fried.
Yeah, if that wizard sees one thing out of place, he will burn your ass. You'll find your way into the wizard's secret lab and, with the help of the manual, start collecting spell ingredients from all over the land to make all manner of spells and enchantments to keep your ass alive. Now it just becomes a quest for the most random crap lying around the realm. A spoonful of mud here, a dried up snakeskin there. You even get to rob the house of the 3 bears. However, the trek down from your mountain is yet another unsympathetic move from the game, for navigating the 2-pixel-wide mountain path without falling to your death requires...
Oh, move for me, baby. Move for me. What?
Say it.
No, fuck you. I'm not your trained monkey.
Say pixel perfect precision!
You don't want me to say you're gonna die a lot? You're gonna need pixel perfect precision.
Not all of these spells are important, but it's good to have them all on hand anyway if you're patient enough to hunt down all the ingredients. But even making the spells is a harrowing experience. You have to follow the manual to the letter, making sure you do exactly what it tells you to do and recite the magic words verbatim, otherwise causing the entire incantation to backfire on you, effectively ending the game. Do all this while you're under the stress of not knowing when Manannan's going to poke his head down there and fry you for being there in the first place. But this intimidating music plays the entire time just reminds you that this game is not dicking around. One mistake, one spelling error, one missing piece of punctuation, and this game will show no mercy. It's a good example of the axiom, save early, save often. You can make a ton of different spells. Name them!
Invisibility, brewing a storm, teleportation, turning into a fly, eagle, or cat, sleeping powder, and understanding animals.
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Give me a challenge.
The most important one is the transforming into a cat spell. The spell produces a nasty-looking, hairy cookie that, once ingested, will turn the eater into a cat. Obviously, right? The wizard is no fool, and if you try and feed him the thing, he'll likely vaporize you on the spot, so you've got to fool him into eating it. Once you get the black-robed bastard to eat it, though... You have no idea what a triumph and a relief it was once you pulled this off as a kid. You no longer have that looming threat of an evil wizard just waiting to catch you in the act or walking around outside. No more sneaking around, no more emptying chamber pots, no more pencils, no more books, no more wizard's dirty looks. Now that the first major stumbling block has been removed, Gwydion is free to wander around the world and find out about his past. If you've done your magical homework and cast the spell to understand the animals, it becomes apparent that even the local wildlife is more in the loop than you are, and seem to know all about you. They know your real name, who your birth parents might be, and that you have a twin sister, all of which they're extremely vocal about. Gwydion's real name, go!
Alexander.
Damn it! Exploration will eventually take you to an oracle who explains that in the far-off land of Daventry they're up to their eyeballs in dragon, which requires a sacrifice. This time the damsel in distress is Princess Rosella of Daventry. Why should Gwydion care? It's revealed that Rosella is your aforementioned twin sister, giving you a further hint to your true lineage. Emboldened by this piece of news, and a little hungry for some real action after being stuck on this podunk little island for 18 years, he charters a boat over to Daventry with some pirates. Not his smartest move. Magic again solves everything, and upon landing on the shores of Daventry, you follow basically the only path in the entire kingdom straight up to the dragon's lair, where you find a shrieking Rosella and a pretty badass looking dragon. You stare down the dragon with fire in your eyes, and deliver a devastating ultimatum to the dragon. As you ready your mighty sword, the dragon turns to face his enemy, perhaps feeling fear for the first time as he raises his fearsome claws. You leap forward and...
Paul, wait.
What?
That is not how it goes down.
My way is more exciting.
What really happened was Gwydion or Alexander uses some of those magic doohickeys you prepared earlier to get invisible to get close enough to the dragon, and then conjures up a storm to beat him.
A storm?
Yup.
To kill a dragon?
Hey, remember how you got rid of the first dragon in the first game with that bucket of water? And he was tiny. Bigger dragon equals more water. Simple logic.
That's stupid!
You're stupid.
Well, that's pretty much it, as all that's left to do now is to guide Rosella back down the mountain and wander into the castle, where you and her both take your rightful place as heirs to the throne of Daventry, and begin living the quiet, good life as one big, happy, pixelated family as King Graham tosses his old adventures cap to his kids. Not very kingly of a quest since you're assuming the position of a slave boy, but in the end, I guess it all makes sense. King's Quest III has gone down in history as the most difficult of all the King's Quest adventure games, mainly because of the nerve-wracking time constraints, although on repeated playthroughs you find that you can set your watch to Manannan's schedule. He always eats, sleeps, and takes his protracted journeys all at the same time for the same duration. So, now the entire royal family is reassembled. So we have King Graham, Queen Valenice, Prince Alexander, and Princess Rosella, all living quietly and idyllically in their Daventry castle in the Daventry countryside. But we still have a lot more games to go. We're not even halfway through this series, so you know this happiness cannot last. Hell, King's Quest IV picks up right at this moment, and things go to hell almost immediately. So, impressed?
Maybe a little bit. But I bet you missed the buried treasure.
What?
Pro tip. If you perform the spell to listen to the animals, there are 2 rats that you can find. If you can eavesdrop on them, you'll learn that there's buried treasure on the beach 5 paces east of the largest palm tree.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We suck! We're not worthy! Damn it!